So who are you?
I am Dave from the Nerd Show, or Nerd Show.
Right.
It's been a staple on KWCR since early 2003.
Nice.
We do CMJ, College Music Journal charted RPM music almost exclusively. We do include some world, hip-hop, top 200. There's crossover
Right.
things being as they are right now. The temporality of the broadcast became a bit of a drag. It's hard to tell how many people are listening, and you want to get it to as many people as possible, so you start thinking, man, could I do my show at a different radio station, or how would I make that work? And then once I figured out that a service like Mixcloud offers licensing umbrella coverage, you don't have to worry about a takedown notice or somebody reporting you or something else. You do whatever you want. Spread it on Twitter, Facebook, all that. And so while the immediate broadcast, when you're in the studio doing the show, it's very important, it's not the only time people are going to be able to listen. And that kind of, there was pretty quick turnover into where I kind of went, man, this is great. Think about a podcast, do it, edit it, upload it, and share it. It's really not that hard.
Nice. So your seminar is on podcasting. How long have you been podcasting?
I've been podcasting since approximately sometime in April 2012.
Nice.
So it's coming up on about 2 years now. I've been featured. I am featured in the electronic category, which was a surprise, but originally it was kind of a reward for being consistent.
Right.
They were looking for people to upload podcasts on a regular basis, and they highlighted Nerd Show because I was doing that pretty dramatically.
You've mentioned it a couple times, but what is Mixcloud?
Mixcloud is a service out of the UK.
Okay.
What they offer different, many people I think would get it confused with SoundCloud or ask, is it like SoundCloud? In a way, yes, because you're streaming audio, but that's where it changes, where it separates. SoundCloud is very good for original content, licensed content. Mixcloud is for broadcast type stuff. So it's much longer form. A lot of SoundCloud is a single track or an EP preview or a playlist of music for an upcoming release or a long mix in some cases. What Mixcloud offers is somebody to skip the whole broadcast and just put their podcast on, because there are no time limits for length. There's no time limits for overall amount of content on the site. They'll take any and everything, and you can upload 3-hour shows forever, basically. Do have some very neat tools as well, because in SoundCloud they have ways to, in a long mix or in a playlist, to tag what's happening at a certain point. And Mixcloud has concentrated for a very long time on being able to tag or place a timestamp, so you know that this track starts about here and ends about here, and the next one starts and ends. And you have music and you have talk chapters. You can put in that we talked here about something, or if it's not a music related podcast, then you can have chapters like an audiobook.
Okay, so Mixcloud's one of those things we'll be talking about on Monday, correct? What else will you be going over?
Kind of the end to end,
Okay.
From going into the studio, whether it's here or at home, what software you should possibly use or consider. Audition is great. It's been used at KWCR for a very long time, as long as I can think of. But it's expensive. It comes as part of a suite, and the alternative that I've been using for a long time, it's open source. It runs on Mac. It runs on PC. It runs on Linux. It looks exactly the same. So we'll be talking about what software you can use here, there, everywhere, how to manage recording the podcast, if something happens, what to do. If the computer crashes or the program crashes, which seems like every second or third week for me. What to do? Don't panic. Just reopen it. In this case, it'll recover the project, generally speaking.
Hopefully.
And how to save it to a flash drive or what to do with it at that point. Some good editing practices. Add some stuff here and there. How to export. And then what to do with it after that. So, and then if you're going to put it on a service like Mixcloud, some tips on how to promote on Twitter, Facebook, things like that. So, kind of from start to finish.
All of it in just that time. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. We will look forward to that and hearing more about it.
Great.
Thanks.
Should be fun.